A lot of people think that the Japanese language is difficult to learn, but there are so many ways to get around it, making it a fun and rewarding experience that you can start at home right now. By the end of this video, you will learn all the best ways and tips to learn the Japanese language quickly and easily. We also have a very special free Japanese course for you, so make sure you stay with me till the end of the video. So, why do you want to learn Japanese? There are so many reasons why you want to learn Japanese, and it's important for you to identify the motivation to help you keep going. It can be as simple as you're planning a trip to Japan, or you're planning to move to Japan, or you just simply want to dive deep into the Japanese culture. Maybe you're enjoying watching anime, or you're enjoying reading manga, or you want to date someone that's Japanese. Let me know in the comment section down below what is your motivation for learning Japanese. Here are some quick things that you need to know about the Japanese language. In the Japanese language, there is hiragana, katakana, and kanji. There are no gendered articles like he or she or it, and there are no plural or singular in Japanese language. Japanese pronunciation's pretty straightforward. There are no accents and very few varieties in the intonation. A special thing in the Japanese language is that depending on who you're talking to, you change your expression or your grammar to show your respect. For example, if you're talking to someone that's younger than you or in a lower position than you, you'll be speaking differently to when you're talking to your boss or you're talking to someone that's superior to you. There are exceptions to this rule, but this is a general rule of thumb for you to understand the Japanese language. Okay, so here are 7 tips for you to start learning the Japanese language today. Tip number 1, start with learning phrases and words that you use commonly in your daily life. This will help you understand verbs and nouns better and keep you motivated. For example, when I started learning the Japanese language, I was learning how to order drinks and food in a restaurant and how to socialize, and then I added variations to help my language grow and become better. Tip number 2 is to forget about kanji and just focus on hiragana and katakana right now. Kanji will likely demotivate you, and unless you're studying for a written examination or you need it for work, most of the time you'll just be typing on your phone or your computer, so you won't be necessarily writing them. Tip number 3 is to consult Farness who can speak Japanese. Japanese teachers usually teach by the book, but that might not be the best way to learn for you. Asking other foreigners, especially those that speak the same language as you, can help you better understand the grammar in relation to your own language. Tip number 4 is to set a goal. It's very easy to lose track if you're just winging it, so setting a goal of, for example, 15 minutes to an hour a day will help you improve your Japanese language. Tip number 5 is as much as you can, speak the Japanese language. It's okay to make mistakes, so don't be shy. No one's expecting you to be perfect. Actively practicing can really improve your Japanese language. Tip number 6 is to change it up. There's so many different ways to learn the Japanese language. If you find yourself getting bored of one way, you can always switch it up and use another platform. Don't forget to take breaks. You don't want to burn out. Tip number 7 is to carry around a notebook with you. It seems like such an obvious tip, but it is so important. When you hear or read a word that you didn't already know, it just takes a few seconds for you to write it down in your notebook and you can review it at the end of the day. That's how I learned Japanese so quickly. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on Facebook Messenger or on Instagram. Now that I've covered 7 essential tips for you to learn Japanese quickly, here are some tools that you can start using right away. There's quite a lot of information, but don't worry, we'll put everything in the description box down below, so make sure to check that out. There are many fun ways to learn Japanese in your daily lives. Watching Japanese anime is a fun way to learn Japanese. However, just keep in mind that some slang words you hear in Japanese anime are not commonly used. Reading Japanese manga is another great way to learn the Japanese language. There are manga out there with furigana, which are alphabets above the kanji, to help you understand and read easily. We have a video that recommends Japanese anime and Japanese manga for you, so if you're interested, check it out over here. Another fun way to learn Japanese language is by watching Japanese variety TV shows. These shows are usually comedy shows or game shows where they're going to spell out the quotes and emphasize phrases in large, bold characters down in the bottom of the screen. They will help you learn the Japanese characters better. Plus, these shows are highly entertaining and often hilarious, so it makes for an entertaining Japanese language lesson. If you enjoy Japanese music, then you can take advantage of it and turn this leisure activity into a fun Japanese lesson for yourself. You can look up the lyrics of your favorite songs and study the characters. You can learn by watching Japanese movies and TV shows. They're usually quite entertaining and sometimes a bit dramatic. You can learn how Japanese people use the language in their daily lives. If you're interested, we have some recommendations for Japanese movies and TV shows, and you can check them out over here. There are lots of Japanese language textbooks out there, and if you study better with a physical book, then I've got 3 recommendations for you. The first one is Gank textbook. It's one of the most widely used textbook series out there, and it helps you build a strong foundation for the Japanese language. There is Lonely Planet, Japanese Phrasebook and Dictionary. It is great for you if you're planning to travel to Japan, as it has a lot of common phrases and words that you would need. Living Language Japanese is a great tool for you if you're planning to move to Japan or you want to master the Japanese daily language. It is very thorough and also very practical. If you prefer a more outlined and regulated learning experience, then here are some online courses that will be great for you. I'm going to jump right on my computer and show you the websites. Okay, let's have a look. So Udemy is one of the most popular online learning platforms. They have quite a few different Japanese courses as well as other courses for you to choose from, and I want to show you 3 of my favorite Japanese courses. Online Japanese Beginner course helps you build a foundation with Japanese hiragana and katakana with reading, writing, and pronunciation. There is Comprehensive Essential Japanese for Beginners, which teaches you everyday language from self-introduction to asking for directions and how to order in restaurant. They cover all the essential language that you need. This is not necessarily to learn the Japanese language, but it's great for learning the Japanese food culture. It is Japanese pastry course, and you can make delicious cakes with this. There's Japanese shortcake, there's another one that's Japanese cheesecake, and intermediate matcha desserts. Apart from Udemy, there's Rocket Languages. It's one of the leading platforms for online language courses, and it has over 1,200,000 people that have used the courses. They let you try it out for free first, so you can try before you buy. We're going to link that in the description box down below, so check that out. There are many great resources that you can find on YouTube, and one of the most popular ones is Japanese Pot 101. As you can see on their channel, they have countless videos teaching you Japanese, and they also have a website and an app with bite-sized 3 to 15-minute audio or video lessons. And from around $3 per month, you'll be able to start learning right away. You can check out their website in the description box down below as well. If you want more personalized and casual lessons, here are some ways that you can learn from local Japanese people. Preply is an online platform that pairs you up with a private tutor online. When you sign up, Preply will ask you several questions and then pair you up with an appropriate tutor. We have a 30% off discount for your first lesson with them, so if you're interested, you can check the description box down below. Remember when pen pals were a thing? Well, it actually still is. Global Pen Friends gives you a pen pal in Japan to write to and practice Japanese with. The interface might not look too great, but the website is legitimate and will get you a pen pal in no time. Using mobile apps is a great way to learn the Japanese language bits and pieces throughout the day. I'm going to show you the screen right over here so you can see the apps for yourself. There's Fluent U, which instead of learning through Japanese vocabulary and alphabets, you learn through real-life scenarios like movies and music and culture. You can download the app and also access the website to study. You can get a free 14-day trial right now, so I'm going to link it in the description box down below. Duolingo is arguably the most famous language study app. It turns their short lessons into games where you can win badges and unlock more lessons. Tandem is an app that helps you find language exchange partners. It has over 1 million active users, and you can use the main chat function to talk to a Japanese-speaking person in exchange for teaching them your own language. If language exchange isn't your thing, then this app also offers tutoring services, and it starts at just $3 a month. Learning a new language can be challenging, but with the right tools, it will be a fun and exciting journey for you. To get your foot in the door, we have prepared a 5-day Japanese course challenge for you. Every single day, I'll be sending an email to your mailbox with quick tips, Japanese phrases, and fun facts. By the end of the 5 days, you'll be able to hold a small Japanese conversation. It's completely free, so if you're interested, just DM us on Instagram at FlipGuide or by clicking the link in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you're able to apply at least one of these many tips to your Japanese learning journey. Please give this video a like, subscribe, and press the bell notification. We have new videos about Japan coming out every single Thursday, so stay tuned.